Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wincat Sports, and it's our NFL draft video. We haven't really gotten a chance to get to it until now. It's going to be coming out the day of the draft, but better late than never with it. Uh, Major needs for the Lions in this draft. I really think that they're going to need to focus still on that defensive line and probably that secondary, especially with Cam Sutton gone. I wouldn't be surprised if they did pick a wide receiver, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going to go mostly defense. I think I had that Kool-Aid McKinstry in the first round. I did one of those mock drafts today,
I think a lot of people
and
think that he's going to be the one we're going to take.
right, I took him, and I got who was the other guy that I got in that draft? I got Braden Fisk, the defensive end out of Florida, and I got Blake Fisher, an offensive tackle from Notre Dame.
That is another thing they're going to have to look at too. Probably you'll be surprised if they get another offensive lineman, even though they are in talks to re-signing Taylor Decker to an extension. But I would not be surprised if they go draft somebody too, because you got the whole of Jonah Jackson
I think
in the future
team
with that.
knows that they win in the trenches. They're very good on the skill level on offense, so they got to keep replenishing that offensive line. Keep Goff standing up because it looks like he's going to be our quarterback for the next 4 or 5 years.
There's those talks too.
So we have to keep him upright, and so I think it's going to be no one's going to be like jumping up and down. It's not like the last few years where we have all these fun and the draft was fun and we had all these high picks. This is the draft of a successful team, and we're going to be drafting 29. I don't know if we'll draft up. I think people will be they could be disappointed because the first day of the draft in Detroit could see us without any picks.
Exactly, we could trade up. We do not know what Brad Holmes is going to do. Is he going to trade up? Because I wouldn't put it past him to trade up. Could he trade out?
Right.
He might trade out.
Trade out of the first round.
Which would be a very upsetting day for us because obviously it's in our home city. You want to see us pick someone on that first day.
But how many, honestly, are going to watch this draft up until maybe the last half hour of it or hour of it?
Well, besides the people that are downtown.
Besides people who are downtown.
There are projected to have 300,000 people downtown.
The thing is, they're saying that this is basically they so far. I don't know if people are very excited about this draft, other than the people that are going down there to party. We'll see. 300,000. I hope so. I hope Detroit's shown in a good light, and I hope we represent ourselves well down there.
It's going to be interesting. I mean, I registered myself to be able to go down there if I feel like it. I don't think I will, but if I feel like it, I could have went down there the past few days. But it'll be fun, I think, down there regardless with everything going on. It's gonna be a lot of people. It will show the city, which is another good thing. Show the growth that the city has had.
Yeah, and the excitement that the Lions have generated around here.
Exactly.
It's gonna start. I think not that it's gonna wane any, but it's gonna be different. This year, we're going into this year expecting to win the division, expecting to go far in the playoffs, even to the Super Bowl. I mean, we went to the NFC Championship game. You can't go any farther than that. So we've already been there, and we should have been in the Super Bowl. We all feel that way. Almost everybody feels that way.
You should not have given up. And that's what it comes down to the draft. You're drafting well. And if you're not fixing those holes, the holes is still your secondary. It's not the strongest, even with who we've acquired. I mean, you got Davis, you got Robertson, but are they going to be enough to fill in those gaps?
I think you're going to see they're going to, if the cornerback position and in the trenches, I think that's where you're going to see.
And probably a wide receiver.
But Holmes is unpredictable. They're in a good spot. They could take the best player that's there.
They're going to take a quarterback. You watch. Quarterback first round. Yeah. Screw Hendon Hooker.
That's right.
Trade up and draft J.J. McCarthy.
And everybody's getting all jacked about, do you think that this might be a little off topic from the draft, but how realistic do you think it is that we'll sign this kicker from the Panthers?
That is another option. Kicking wise, he has apparently been in talks to stay.
I would think a lot of teams have been in talks.
But we haven't seen much besides the long distance. How accurate is he overall?
True.
What is his overall? That will come down at the end of the year. If he's consistent and he can kick long distance, I don't see why not.
Right.
I mean, we have talked about it before, but if they bring in the kicker, I don't think there's any kickers in the draft that are worth looking at
Right.
all.
Right. And
So
I think we're pretty much done in free agency. So
free agency, you're done. Like I said, I would expect wide receiver to get drafted at some point.
they
Maybe
need linebacker help still. So
they might draft a linebacker. I expect secondary. I expect the lines. That's kind of what I expect out of the draft. Your offensive line is okay. It's more future depth, unless there's someone really, really good out there, but you don't really need it. You might get someone in like the third round on your offensive line, fourth round.
right.
First pick is probably going to be a secondary, probably cornerback, probably Kool-Aid. So you're going to get. I would not be surprised if second round is a wide receiver. I know I said that last year too. Do not be surprised if they go for
I don't.
somebody to fill in
Yeah, you're
because
right. No, I mean, I
they
understand.
did lose a wide receiver to free agency this year. They haven't really filled in that spot that he has opened up.
It's just I
So
think this is the year we finally see
the JMO,
Jameson Williams.
the JMO St. Brown
The
combination.
JMO factor on this team. We've
I
seen
mean,
it
you saw it in the
in bits and
playoffs.
pieces in the playoffs and the San Francisco game. We've seen what this guy can do. And I think he's going to be a huge part of the team as long as he stays healthy.
It all comes down to exactly what they're thinking and who's there. And I won't. The draft video, there won't be an each night video. There'll probably be an overall at the end because I am now working unlike I was last year. So I can't do a daily update on the draft and our opinions on it. So we'll get a full draft video out probably on Monday or Tuesday next week, if not on Sunday if I can get it done. It'll just be a later upload on Sunday.
Why can't we get the Lions and Red Wings to just pay us to do this podcast so we can just sit around
Eventually? Hopefully that can happen. But hopefully we have a good draft and we get some good players. Even though we don't have too much an opinion on exactly what's going on. My uncle's not here to scream at how bad they are randomly with his same old Lions talk all the time.
Yeah, he's almost a seasonal guy. We don't get him in here unless we can get a video done on the weekends.
Exactly. And my work schedule don't
He
work.
really doesn't know much other than golf and football a little bit. Golf and football, that's what my brother knows.
And I can't get
rage.
I can't get any of the other uncles here to talk about anything either.
Right.
So it's just me and him. With all that being said, though, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, share the video around. Until next time, we'll see you soon.